First and foremost, Kenya is the natural gateway of the whole of Eastern and the Great Lakes region. And because of the continued peace and stability, any decision to invest in Kenya would be a very wise decision indeed, because you will be able to harvest the fruits of your labor. Again, for the last at least 3 years now, the present coalition government has been working round the clock to improve or to develop certain key sectors in our economy. I have in mind, for example, the educational sector. Of course, we have the free, truly free primary education, with right now children almost to the tune of about 7.9 actually going to school without having to pay any school fees of any nature whatsoever. And as such, we are one among the very few countries in Africa that has completely met the UN Millennium Development Goal on education for all. You will also agree with me that in terms of infrastructure, the kind of infrastructure that we have in Kenya today is unequal. It's unequal. If you take, for example, say the Northern Corridor from Mombasa to Nairobi to Kampala and continues up to Rwanda and Bujumbura, that is an ultra-modern road in Kenya today. And 65% of the entire GDP of Kenya is realized through that particular corridor. We are right now on the eve of starting the construction of our second Ramu Port. In fact, Ramu Port is currently under very serious development. And the transport corridor will move from Lamu up to Garissa, Isiolo, down Lokichogio up to southern Sudan. And that consists of a pipeline, a road, a rail, and a refinery that is going to be based in Lamu. And that work has already started taking root in that part of the country. If you look at some other areas, say for example, like the Nairobi Thika Road, that again is another milestone in the development of our infrastructure. It is actually not even to be found anywhere, almost anywhere else on the continent. It is actually a super highway that is 12 lane, 6 lane on one side, 6 lane on the other side. And anybody who has been to Kenya recently, because a lot of people are even coming from other different countries within the region, will testify that that particular road is being developed day and night. And international contractor that we have contracted have already started from Nairobi side, going toward the Thika, and started from Thika side, coming towards Nairobi, and started from Ruiru, so that all of them are going to meet in the middle and complete that particular road. And generally, the coalition government that we have right now have actually secured the development of infrastructure as one of the top priorities of that particular government. Then again, when you take, for example, Nairobi, of course, the economic nerve center of our economy, is not only the nerve center of our economy, it is also the regional hub. Diplomatically, in terms of transport, in terms of finances, in terms of medical facilities, for the entire region. The economy itself is very resilient, and it is the only economy on the whole continent, is the only economy on the whole continent. And I want anybody to challenge me here, where even the foreign exchange has been completely liberalized since 1991. It's the only country where you can go into a bank and withdraw 10 million US dollars cash without any question. There isn't any other country on the continent where you can do such a transaction without having to require any governmental approval whatsoever. In short, what I'm saying is that our economy is very sound. Of course, the IMF right now has actually predicted that the Kenyan economy is growing at the rate of 4.5%, and they say that by next year, the economy will be growing by 5%. And some of the credit rating bodies, like the Standard and Poor's, have just issued a report on Kenya. I think it was last week, where our credit rating has now been upgraded to a B+. And that is a very, very, very rare thing to happen indeed. Then again, in terms of the market, Kenya now is a member of the East African Common Market. And the East African Common Market, we are talking of a market of between 130, 140 million people. And by investing in Kenya, you are actually investing for the whole of the East African market. We are currently hosting the UN headquarters in Africa. We are also hosting the UN headquarters for what we call the UN Habitat. We are also hosting what you call the global headquarters of the United Nations Environment Program, with more than 6,000 international civil servants living in Nairobi and its suburbs. So any decision to develop any kind of property, particularly in an area like Athi River, which is what we are actually talking about today, you can be sure that that property will go like a hot cake. In that particular whole road, right from, because of course you are all Kenyans, you know Kenya well, right from the drive-in cinema, you go down, you pass Panari, then you go down, you pass the Panabas on the left, and then you take the Mombasa route down to Mavoko, right up to Athi River. The whole of that road on either side, that is where the Kenya government is developing what we call the exclusive economic zones. Exclusive economic zones. And if you look on either side of that particular road, either right or the left, there is a major development in terms of development of warehouses, because most of those areas are now being sort of developed to be a kind of go downs for any kind of import-export that is coming from Mombasa to the inland countries like Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, and DRC Congo. So the whole of that region, as Mr. Tim Mbogwa said, is actually a very high growth area. And any decision to invest in that particular area in terms of the housing sector would be a very ideal decision. Of course, the chairman of NACHU, when he was talking, he mentioned that under the current development plan, the country is supposed to produce approximately about 150,000 houses. But unfortunately, we are only able to develop about 35,000. And the challenge now is on how to meet that particular gap. And I believe this is where what we are doing today right now to kind of launch the present Savannah Plains Estate comes into relevance as far as we are concerned. And I think with these few remarks, it is now my greatest pressure and duty to officially launch the Savannah Plains Estate in Athi River, Kenya. Thank you very much.
May I now take this opportunity, thank you very much, His Excellency, for that piece of information and for those very important remarks. May I now take this opportunity to invite one of the other Choice Homes Director to come and move a vote of thanks. Bwana Edward Mwangi.
Your Excellency, the High Commissioner Ephraim Gari, Madam Balozi, Chairman of NASHU, Bwana Francis Kamande, COBA Chairman Samuel Chieng, Mrs. Neri Munga, the Chair of the Nurses Association, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Mine is very brief. Just here particularly to thank you so much for first the time that you have taken to come over in such a cold day, and also the support that you have given us from all corners. I particularly want to thank the High Commissioner for the support that he has continuously given us. There are times when you have called him at very short notice just to make consultations with him, and he has always made time for us. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. We also want to say that it has been a great time in being here with you, and I just want to say that just before the event started, we had majority of you already on the sales points. We have sales points all over, and we are just going back straight to that. The sales is on. If you have any question that you want to ask, we have quite a number of us. You can identify them with the badges, and there is any question that you want to ask or anything that you want to know, you can approach these people and they'll be able to help you. I also want to say that Mr. Kamande will be around. He may not be able to say everything that he needed to say today, but he'll be allowed for the next 1 week or so. And if you are an economic group and you want to know more about how you can save on a NASHU platform, you can contact us and we'll be able to lead you into that direction.